Hear that sound in the background? My oil. Okay, I may have just put a little water by accident in the pan, so that's what that is. But I really need my now. I need to free my mind now. I really need right now. Hello, beautiful people. I know you missed me on your screen, so today we are finished with our errands and our calligraphy class, and I'm feeling for rice, dal, and fried chicken, but not regular fried chicken, karaage. So I decided, let me teach you how to make a Japanese dish, which is Japanese fried chicken, karaage. It's so good and it's very easy, so let's go. Okay, I did a quick fit change and I need to slip into something more comfortable, so here we are. Let's make karaage. First step, I prefer to use chicken thighs because I was never a fan, by the way. Before I moved to Japan, I chicken breast, side breast, all the way. However, my approach in Japan, like living here, it's changed. Thighs. So chicken thighs, I have my bowl here. You cut and you wash. Make sure wash that with some vinegar and lime. Double wash. I hate my chicken smelling chickeny, like fresh. Like I hate that scent. So my chicken is washed. So now we're gonna make a marinade. Let's go. Okay, so for the marinade, you're gonna use some dark soy sauce. I'm also not measuring, by the way. My ancestors are telling me how much to put. You're gonna use some rice vinegar. And then you're gonna use some mirin. And that's basically your marinade. Is that all? No, it's not. Now you're gonna grate some garlic and ginger in that bad boy. As much as you want. I used 3 grains of garlic and I actually forgot my ginger, so ginger is not necessary, but the flavor profiles, you will miss the ginger if you don't have it. But I guess today I will just miss the ginger. Okay, now you're gonna put maybe, I would say, a teaspoon of sugar, half teaspoon of salt. I only use half a teaspoon because I'm also using my salt. I have a salt and black pepper mix seasoning, so that's what I'm putting in there, just a little bit. And the last thing, it sounds super weird, but it is mayo, specifically Kewpie mayo. However, if you don't have Kewpie mayo in Trinidad, that's fine. Regular mayonnaise will do. I know the mayonnaise is very controversial. They're like, ew, mayonnaise and chicken? Like, who? Like, that's weird as hell. I know, it sounds weird. However, the mayonnaise helps with the moisture, the chicken absorbing all the moisture and flavor and tension. It's honestly going to give you a nice, juicy flavor. Now, it looks weird. I know, it does. However, you have to trust the process, okay? Last thing is just a little bit of cornstarch because we want crunch. Japanese people don't say crunchy, they say kari kari. Like kari kari, apparently that's the sound that it makes to them, so they say kari kari. So yeah, we want kari kari chicken, so we put a little bit of cornstarch. And you cover this and you leave it to marinate for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so while the chicken is marinated, you can do whatever else. This is where I would usually prepare the dry batter. Like, so this is the wet batter. The dry batter is just like flour, black pepper, salt, more cornstarch, because again, kari kari, we want the crunch. And the trini in me, I can't help but toss in a little paprika and a little garlic. I use garlic powder, garlic salt, onion powder, onion salt. But try to keep your seasonings to a minimum if you want the true Japanese flavor, okay? Keep it to a minimum. Because if you put too much, like that's also, you notice I did not put green seasoning for a reason, because if you put plain seasoning, it's not gonna taste how it's supposed to taste. I've learned that lesson the hard way. Now I decided to be lazy and I just bought a karaage mix. But the karaage mix, as I said, it's flour, cornstarch, salt, black pepper. You can put a little bouillon in it, or a little Maggi, a little whatever you want, but keep it to a minimum. We don't want anything too strong. Garlic and onion powder, that's perfectly safe. Okay, so I will be back when my chicken is ready to fry. Reading is fundamental, ladies and gentlemen. Reading in another language, that's a whole other thing, because I just realized I bought the wrong karaage mix. This mix is supposed to actually put it in, well, this is the easier mix, honestly. With your marinade, you're supposed to put it in the marinade, so it'll become just a wet batter. So that's what we'll be doing. Usually I would have a wet batter and a dry batter and fry. However, this one specifically says it's just a wet batter. So technically this is the Japanese way. I just do things however I want. So this is the Japanese way. You know, it's supposed to, it literally looks like this. It's literally just a big, see, and you just fry it. Regular Western world fried chicken would always have wet and dry batter, but in Japan, it's just this. This is my chicken frying. It looks good. Okay, I decided, you know what, since I'm giving you the experience, let me show you what I do. So with the cornstarch, this is what I do. I don't coat the entire thing, just that. Shake it off, bam, in the oil. Clearly see by my plate which chicken I used the karaage mix and which one I coated in corn flour, because there is a distinct color differentiation. And before you say that I burned my chicken, remember we use dark soy sauce, people, which is why my chicken is dark brown. Okay, thank you. Here's another view of my plate. Rice, dal, fried chicken. Yeah. So I'm filming with my phone, and you can definitely see this is karaage mix and this is karaage mix with the corn flour. I keep saying flour when I meant cornstarch. Anyway, let's do a crunch test so you can hear. So this is the cornstarch. Bussin'. Okay, now let's crunch test this rice stuffed it. My karaage without the cornstarch. Oh, hot. Good God. It's so juicy and soft and moist on the inside. I'm gonna go finish my lunch because it's bussin'. Thank you for watching my channel. I hope you try this recipe, and I will see you in the next one.